All right guys, welcome back to another video. It is the middle of April right now, and that means coho time and big browns, and you never know, steelhead and lake trout and maybe an occasional king salmon that start to roll through here. I'm launching in my hometown where I went to high school, grade school, grew up, Racine, Wisconsin. Racine's always a great place to come fishing for those early spring cohos in April and May. All the fish migrate from Indiana, and all the bait fish migrates from the southern basin right up the shorelines here. And what we're going to be doing, what's really cool about what I'm going to be doing today, you can see I've got a bunch of trica spinning rods right here, and all I'm going to be doing is just casting, jigging a plastic, jerkbait, crankbait, stuff like that. Literally, a lot of these fish will eat anything if you can get it in front of them. The one thing I noticed, you know, this spring, and out of Racine, there's the Root River, and the Root River has a lot of dirty water. When it rains, it turns into chocolate milk, and you don't want to fish in chocolate milk, and you don't want to fish in crystal clear water. Now, I've not been in Racine all spring yet, but I can see it's chocolate milk right here. So what I'm going to look for is I'm going to try to stay shallow, but look for cleaner water up shallow. And usually your cohos this time of the year, especially I've been live scoping, your cohos are super high, anywhere from like 2 to 5 feet down. So just really a one color if you're a troller, or just plain flat lines is really all you need. I see the water kind of cleaning up a little bit right here, but I'm going to be moving around. I'm going to check the boils, maybe the point, the river mouth. The river mouth's probably going to be too dirty with the chocolate milk. But what's cool this time of the year, what I'm doing is you don't have to have, you know, one color, two color. You know, you come out here to Lake Michigan, and if you're going to really get into this Lake Michigan fishing, there's a heavy dollar amount invested into tackle. And when I mean tackle, I mean I've got 3 colors, 4 colors, 5 colors, 6, 7, 8, 10 colors, 15 color, double full cores, coppers, leads, you know, all the steel lines, the dipsies, double dipsies, mag dipsies, you know, the small dipsies. You've got everything. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tackle invested, you know, for catching these salmon, and you don't really need that. What you invest in is that live scope, and you want to have fun. You throw it on a trolling motor, and you can just have your walleye rod, a spinning rod. I just saw a fish come up here, so that's a good sign. So, you know, just spinning rod, you just need one rod, and I'm going to be casting a jigging spoon if the water's clear, a paddle tail or crankbait if the water's off colored, because they can hear that more, and I'm just going to cover water. And you want to talk about fun, this is a fun way to catch them. Don't get me wrong, I grew up trolling here, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about trolling, but 95% of all your guys out on, including charter captains on this whole lake, that's all they do is troll. And this year I'm going to try to make a point to teach you guys and show you guys more videos on, hey, all you need is one rod, the live scope, and you come out here and you can cast and catch them up. So we're gonna, we'll see if we catch some cohos. I might do a catch and cook. Otherwise, I'm just gonna move around and see what I can catch in this week's video in the Racine Harbor. Hopefully meat down, beat down, smack down, crack down coming at. Oh, and by the way, guys ask me, why do I wear these rubber gloves? This one's inside out, and these nitro black gloves. It's not because I'm afraid to touch the fish. It's because A, my hands have been frostbit, and these keep me a little bit warmer for casting. They're really nice for casting. So that's the main reason why I wear them. So, all right, I'm gonna go check the point out here and move around and see if we can put the beat down on them. Here we go. Here he comes, come on. There he is, we are on. What do we got, a coho? First fish of the day. Are we going to get ourselves a coho catch and cook? Is that a brownie? What do we got? Little brown? Little brown. Little brown trout up high. Try not to even net these guys, just unhook them. brown trout are up high with the cohos. Lots of these, and I tell guys, if you want to eat a fish, upside down brown trout, those silver ones like this are definitely the ones to eat. I really encourage guys throwing back the big browns, keep them in the net in the water, especially the ones that are colored up in the spring. When you fillet them, the meat's all white and mushy, and they're super fishy fish. Not my preferred fish to eat. So I prefer to catch cohos, steelhead, kings. I'd rather eat a lake trout out of Lake Michigan than a brown. All right, I just want to show you the bait I'm using. Just using a paddle tail here. That's a Nashimi Lure Works, Nishine Lure Works jig heads. It's a 2/7. I like the lighter one for up high, and I like the heavier ones for down deeper. And I like to have a heavy one tied on and a light one tied on. So when the fish are up high, that heavy one sinks fast, makes a big splash. A lot of times it'll spook the fish. The light one has a slow fall rate. You can keep it up higher easier with the lighter jig. A 3/16 or quarter is all I'm really using up high. And in dirty water, you see I put a little chartreuse dipping dye on there. You know, I think, does it make a difference? Who knows, you know, but that's the rig, that's a setup. I've got 12-pound test fluorocarbon, and I've got the Sunline Plasma. I love the Sunline. I've got a Sunline FC Sniper or Shooter fluorocarbon leader. It's the best fluorocarbon. And then Sunline also makes the best braid, in my opinion. You can cast it super far, it's super strong. That's the rig. Paired up on a Trika. This is a medium light 7-footer. It's awesome, catches everything. Oh, there's a fish, there's a fish, come on. Where are you going, where are you going? Come back here. Come back here. 45. Definitely coming up shallower, seeing a lot more fish. Here's one right here. 40. Ooh, that's two of them. Two of them. Here he comes. Come on. Got him. All right. Come on, be a coho. Be a coho. Coho, please. Coho, please. So much fun, guys. So much fun. Even though they're little browns, these are little browns. I call them winter browns, eater browns. These ones I just kind of flip in the boat. They're still so much more fun to catch. Oh, come here. Come here. I'm trying to take good care of you. Come here. They're so much more fun to catch on a spinning rod than on a trolling rod. You know, all that heavy trolling stuff. Nice little winter brown, upside down brown number 2. On the paddle tail. There he is. All right, what do we got? Flip them in back here. Oh, hey, look at this. We got our first coho. We got our first coho, guys. That's what I'm after. That's what I want. I want to do a catch and cook. My first coho. All right. Yeah, all right. Heck yeah. I'll show you this fish. Nice little coho. Dinner fish. Heck yeah. Fish number 1 for my dinner. All right, there he is. There's the jigging spoon. Fish number 1, first coho of the year. Not a real big one, you know, but a good eater. I'm gonna show you my favorite recipe. Whoa, 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 whoa. How to cook these little guys up. You can keep 5 of them, and I'll fillet 5 of them up. And hopefully if I catch 5, we'll do a little catch and cook, show you guys how to catch and cook and eat my favorite Lake Michigan fish, cohos. Oh, those are cool. That's gotta be cohos. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. There he is. Yes, that's gotta be a coho. I'm getting really excited over little cohos, guys. Definitely a coho. They were real high in a big school of them. Yup. That's a coho. Coho number 2. Let's go. We're gonna have a little catch and cook. So they were super high and there was like 6 or 8 of them. That's what we want. I'll bust out the net for the little cohos. They squirm off so fast. That's what I like to see. Nice little eater cohos, just like this. Come on. Look at that. Beautiful little tasty fish. I'm gonna fillet them up and show you my favorite way how to catch and cook Lake Michigan cohos. Yes. A nice fish. Come on, come on, come on. There he is. That's a better fish. A little better one. Right? I could tell it was a better fish. All right. That's a little better one. Nice brown trout. A little better fish. Nice little 5-pounder. Throw them in the net here. A nice what I would call chroomer. The beat down this morning, I love it. Get them unwrapped. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Come on. All right, there he is. Look at that. A lot of people think these are Atlantic salmon because they have very few spots, and that's a prime example right there. Square tail, and that is a sea forel and brown trout. Get this guy back. That's a fun fish to catch too. They fight really, really hard. You know, sometimes they fly out of the water. And if I were to keep a brown trout, you know, that size and smaller, those silver ones are the ones you want to eat, not the ones that are all colored up. Remember that. That was fun. All right, we're getting somewhere. I like it. A little better fish. Another one right here. 30 feet. Another one on the bottom. Look at this one, right next to the boat. Come on. Eat it. Right here. Right here, right next to the boat. And it's a coho. Number 3, yes! Right next to the boat. You guys see that? Look at that. And he's got it in his gills already. See how he's bleeding already? But just right next to the boat. It's so much more fun, guys. Grab yourself, check out these Trica rods. They're made in my home state, Wisconsin. They're super light, super sensitive. They got the new X series that just came out. Those are around 150 bucks. These are around $2.99. Fantastic warranty though. Fantastic customer service. This guy's bloody. Great fish to eat though. All right. I mean, I've been out here an hour and 2 more and I'm done. I've got my limit. I've got enough for a catch and cook. I might just try to go chase some big browns, but yeah, I'm loving it. Let's go. Yes, there he is. That big coho? I think I got a nice coho. Oh yeah. No, I got a little brown. Be a big coho. It's jumping, fighting like a coho. Fighting like a nice big coho. Oh yeah, we got a nice big coho. Yeah, that's what I want. Number 4. Just like that, guy. Fish number 4. Wow. That's a bigger coho. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. On that jigging spoon. Now, I don't know if you guys notice the way I'm fishing it. When I see him chase it, I just kind of reel and just like shake it a lot. That, you know, a lot of times when you rip the jigging spoon, they're chasing it, but it's hard for them to eat it. So if you kind of just jig it and swim it along, clearly you can see, you know, they're smashing it. So you bomb it out, you know, you can give it a little pop and you'll see them come up after it, and then I just shake and reel, and you're always pulling it. Doesn't matter if it's a plastic, doesn't matter if it's a jigging spoon, you're always trying to pull it up away from them in the water column. Dinner. Yeah, nice little steelhead. I like it. Nice little mixed bag on the jigging spoon, guys. Probably a post-spawn fish if I had to guess. Middle of April, probably done spawning. This would be another fish. If I was looking to keep fish today, I would definitely keep, you know, if I was looking to keep and smoke some fish, steelhead, cohos, king salmon, those are my top 3 favorites to eat. Nice little chromer, we'll take them. All right, look at that. Nice little 5-pound stock steelhead. Good looking fish. All right guys, so the wind's picking up a little bit. I got limited time and I just want to show you that's what a fish looks like right there. That's what it looks like right there. I'm gonna see if I can catch it now with the jigging spoon. 60 feet right in front of me. All right guys, I'm gonna head to Kenosha now. The wind's picking up a little bit, so I only got about a half a day before the wind's supposed to get pretty windy and rough, but I'm gonna go down here, try to catch a couple big browns. Not seeing a lot of big browns here, just a lot of cohos and smaller browns. So I'm gonna go down there and fish for an hour or 2, and then I'm gonna go back home, clean these fish, and do the catch and cook. So here we go.
You don't have to worry that it's wrong. If the spirit moves, let me through. Good, let your love come down.
Let me turn that music off. Add another nice little brown to the mix. We'll take them. Nice little brown trout right here. In this dirty water, I like to throw a paddle tail. In that clear water, I like that jigging spoon. It's another nice little brownie. Nice little cookie cutter male. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. Alrighty. Well, it has been a fun day. That's all I can say is catching some nice browns like this on the paddle tail. Good colors to them. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the colors, but I'll show you guys this fish here real quick. Look at the colors of this thing. Yeah, just a beautiful, average little cookie cutter, kiped up brown trout. There, big. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's the one we want. this one. Show you guys this big male right here. Kind of crazy. These big fish are still in these little marinas. They're out in the lake too. Most of them are migrating out in the lake, but look at those big head shakes. Big brown in here still. Big old brown. I love this. Is the best one of the day, and I came back into these little protected marinas just to figure. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. Maybe I'll catch a bass. Maybe see if there's still some trout hanging out in here. And oh yeah, there's definitely some trout hanging here. This is still a big one. Mid-April, catching cohos, catching big browns. Doesn't get any better than that. Look at this giant buck brown. Giant. That's a big one. Look at that tank, you guys. Oh my God. Grab the net. He just got that thing so eaten. Come on, come on. Oh, he was just up on the side. Here he comes. Oh yeah, he's ours. Look at him now. He just woke up. That is a giant brown. I'm gonna just leave him in the net. Now, just one thing I got to tell you guys. Remember this. I see a lot of guys. They take their, when you get a big brown trout like this, they net it, you know, and they're gonna let it go. And if you keep it, that's up to you. But if you want to let this fish go, you have to keep that fish in the water. See how he's still breathing right there? I apologize for the water, but leave him in the net, unhook him. Then I'm just going to lift him up, show you guys, not even going to get a picture, and then get him right back. Giant. Oh my God, you guys. Look at this giant. Giant. Big old buck brown. That is just a Megatron. All right, I'm gonna get him back in the water, but that is a toad, absolute toad, easy 15 pounder. Look at this big old buck. Look at this, guys. Giant. Just an absolute prehistoric giant. Just gonna hold him in the water. He fought hard. When he's ready to take off, he'll just take off on his own. There you go, see that? Wow. Wow is all I can say. Came out here today with kind of the mission to do a catching cook, right? Started in Racine, caught a bunch of cohos and some small browns, but I wasn't seeing a lot of big browns. You know, caught a couple decent ones there and a steelhead there. And I thought, man, you know what? I got enough cohos here and the weather's still nice. I'm gonna run down to Kenosha. And what's cool about Kenosha, believe it or not, you know, all these little marinas and these harbors are good for giant browns. You know, spring, summer, and fall. I remember coming down here in the summer, fishing at night, catching browns in July when the water was cold. So, you know, they're here. You can catch some world-class brown trout just like that. Hopefully, you guys are learning something from our videos every week. And I'm gonna go home right now, and we're gonna do the second half of this video, the catch and cook part of the cohos that we're going to eat. We let the big browns go and we eat the coho salmon. There it is, another big one. Another giant. Oh my God. Just giants. It's just like T-Rex. Did somebody just, you know what, bring back the dinosaurs or what? Because this is just another absolute mega. Huge one. Another giant one. Look at this. Look at this. Another big brown. Not as big as the last one, but still just a big old buck brown. Just came up and smashed it. Smashed it. Look at this. Got it inhaled. You can't even see the bait. And grab the net. Wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I can say. Bring him to the back here. Another big one. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, there he goes. Holy cow. Apparently there's still a lot of big browns in here. I haven't even fished the main harbor. I'll show you this fish. This is another tank. Look at that. Another big old brown trout, you guys. Golly. Beautiful big browns. I did not think they were going to be in here, but they're here. Of course, my GoPro just died. This one just smashed it right next to the boat, guys. Right next to the boat. Another nice one, too. Oh, nice one. Right next to the boat, he smashed it. Yeah, real nice fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll bring them to the back and put them in the net. Oh boy, are we so spoiled here on big brown trout, you guys. We are so spoiled. We have the best. I tell people we have the best brown trout fishing by far in North America. It's all wrapped up. Alright. All wrapped up. Smash that little jig and that plastic right there. Alright, I'll lift this guy up, show you this fish, but I don't know, I think that's 5 or 6 I've caught just right in here. Craziness. I mean, I'm saying, like, look, this is a baby. This is a little guy. One of the smaller ones I've caught. We're so spoiled. So spoiled. Oh, thank you, Lord. I feel really blessed to be out here doing this job. It is awesome. Another big one. Another big one. My God, there's some giant browns still in here. Another giant. Unbelievable. This was crazy. Not biting that. There's some big ones in here. I mean, I'll take it. Coho catch and cook / brown trout beat down. Look at that. Another tanker. Oh God. Another tanker. Wow, I'll show you this one too, guys. Look at this, guys. Look at the size of these browns that are in here. Just world-class giant brown trout. Big old kype on them. Love it. Take them out for a second, show you guys, and then just get them right back. Come here. Such a beautiful big fish. You ready, big dog? Is you ready? Tell me when you're ready. I'm just gonna hold him for a sec. When he's ready, he's gonna take off. Let him get his strength back. Someone else can come catch this fish. You ready? Come on, you ready? And there he goes. Wow, I like want to scream in here. It's real quiet. You know, I don't know if you can tell, the last couple times I came in here, there were no boats in here. So now that it's mid-April, you know, people are starting to put their charter boats in. I've seen guys go out, you know, probably going out coho fishing. And these, like I said, these aren't really great. You don't want to eat these big brown trout. Not a good fish to eat, but a fun fish to catch. And when you get those weather days, or those days where there's other dirtier water out in the lake, just remember to come check these marinas, all your little harbors. Look for that off-colored water. We got like 3 feet of visibility, which is like perfect for this. All right, guys, made it home, filleted up these cohos. Take a look at these. Look at the meat on these. They look great. So I made a little, I'm gonna show you a real quick and easy, simple recipe. One of our favorite ways, simple and easy, how to cook up these cohos. So I'm gonna leave the skin on. As you can see, I filleted them up, and I took some oil. It doesn't really matter what kind of oil you have. You can use a bunch of butter or oil, and I put oil down here on the bottom. That's just so they don't overly stick and burn. And I'm gonna place our 4 fillets in here, and then I'm just gonna season them. And you know, the seasoning is personal preference. So I really like this Cajun seasoning right here. So we're gonna put some Cajun seasoning on each one of these fillets, just like that. All right, and then we're gonna throw them in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes, right? And then when we're done, this is all the ingredients you need. First of all, you got to catch cohos. Then you're gonna want to grab some brown sugar, Captain Morgan. And for all you drinkers, no, we're not drinking this. I'm gonna pour this. I'll show you in a little skillet. I'm gonna add brown sugar to it. On high heat, we're gonna mix it up, and then it's gonna caramelize. And we're gonna pour that over the fish when it's done being cooked. Slice up some lemons, sprinkle some lemon. Fantastic. You have to try this simple, easy catch and cook way for cohos. So I'm going to throw them in the oven now, and I'm going to start on this Captain Morgan and brown sugar little sauce we're going to put on them. All right, guys, we're going to make our Captain Morgan and brown sugar. So I don't really measure a lot. It depends on how many fish we're going to have, but I'd say, I don't know, that's probably about, what do you think, about a 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup maybe? Yeah. 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup. And then as far as brown sugar goes, probably about the same amount. I'm guessing maybe about a half of a cup. So, and what you're gonna do now is on high heat. We're gonna run this on high heat, and I'm going to grab a spoon, and I'm just gonna keep stirring. It's actually gonna need to put a little bit more brown sugar in here. Whoa. There we go. So just gonna stir it like this on high heat, and this is gonna actually thicken up and caramelize. And in the meantime, these are just done. These are just finishing up right now. We're gonna pour that over them. Keep this on high heat. This takes about, I'd say about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes on high heat. I probably put a little bit too much Captain Morgan in here, so I'll probably have to add a little bit more brown sugar. Again, I can just tell by the density of it. So there we go. That should do her. All right, so here's the sauce. See how it kind of thickened up? You want it to look almost like syrup, pancake syrup. So I'm going to take this right now. I'm going to pour this over the fish, over each fillet. If Hannah was here, she'd do the taste test, but I got to do the taste test. And I'm going to pour it over this piece right here. So I really like this with rice, a vegetable, and then all the extra can go right here. Now, once you pour that over the fish, I have a couple of other lemons. You can use lime or lemon. And what I'll do is I'll put a lot of lemon. Come on up here real quick. See, I just put a lot of lemon all over this. got a little bit of a seed in there. Get that out of there. So I put that lemon on there, and then I'll just take a nice chunk right here. Right there. Nice little, all just breaks apart. It's perfect. See that? Right there. It's fantastic. I love a lot of lemon on it. Usually a lot of times that skin will stick to the bottom of the tray too. Some people eat the skin. I don't. There is pin bones. I didn't take the pin bones out, but put that in that juice right there. Mix it up with the rice or vegetable too. It's sweet. It's juicy. It's not fishy at all. It's very healthy for you because it's fresh, wild caught coho salmon. One of our favorite ways to make them. Like to blacken them, grill them. This was simple, quick. Baked them at 375 for 15 minutes. The Captain Morgan's and brown sugar. Try this recipe, guys. Appreciate you watching our videos. This is going to be a long one because we caught cohos, caught some monster brown trout that I let go. I love eating these cohos, and hopefully you're learning something. If you like to fish, hopefully you're learning how to catch them. If you like to eat them, this is one of these recipes you gotta make for your wife or your husband or your kids, and I promise you they're gonna love this. This is one of my wife and daughters and even Cal's favorite recipes. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I want to give a special shout out to all you firefighters, police officers, military, EMT, teachers, all you guys that serve the public community. I am very grateful for you guys, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and leave a comment. I always try to get back to all the comments, but I'm going to tear up this fish. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.